Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacqueline. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacqueline at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. I am so happy to have you here. I'm Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, and our show today is Talking Heads. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome, and please do come back. Talking Heads is a platform where experts come from around the world by invitation only to share their knowledge, their expertise, and their experience in their own 30-minute show. Our expert presenter today is joining us from Vienna, and her name is Christin Amy Artner. Let's welcome her to the program. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Jacqueline. Hello, and thank you for being here. I love to be here, and it's such a great platform to talk about my experiences as an actress and filmmaker. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm excited for your presentation. I just have a quick announcement, which is I woke up to an email from the United States Patent and Trademark Office that USA Global TV is officially registered. And I am so excited. We get to have that little R in a circle next to our name. So
congratulations. Yay! This is such an achievement.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm so happy for you.
I'm thrilled as well. I'm very grateful. So I'm going to go backstage and produce the show, and I'm excited for what you're sharing today. So have a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello from Vienna. I'm Christin Amy Artner. I'm a filmmaker. I'm actress, acting coach. I'm a writer, scriptwriter, and I will talk about my experiences and my knowledge about the differences between film acting and theater acting, meaning acting on stage. So, what do they have in common? In common is that actors want to transport a story, to communicate emotions, to give something they experience, to give it to the audience. So the prep work for actors is the same. There is no difference between acting a role and working on a character for a theater play or for a film script. Why? Because actors and the characters actors will incorporate or will be and or perform is the same. They are the same characters. It's just how it comes across and where your focus is and what your tools are on stage and on film, on set. They are different. So we talked about emotions in the last 2, maybe 3 episodes. Emotions is what we transport. When we are on stage and when we feel emotions just for ourselves, when we feel it and we just be there and experience this kind of emotion, this might be, or not might, this is definitely um, just for the first, let's say, 3 or 4 rows of the theater. All the rest of the audience will not get it what you try to be, because it is too less, because it's just it's being, because you experience it. So this is the biggest difference between film acting and acting on the stage. Let's say when you act on stage, to be honest, you can get away with a lot of little mistakes, or not really mean what you say. You can pose, or let's say try to make it real, but fake it in real. And this could be awesome for the rest of the audience, because when we go to a theater, or also when we watch a film, we help the actors, because we as an audience, we want to feel what the actors talk about. And this is the same when you are in the audience watching a theater play. You help the actors, and you believe, and you are not sure if the actor really uh, means what he or she says, but it's okay. So on stage, you can lie a little bit, but this is not possible when you have a camera sitting on your nose. So this is the biggest difference. On stage, you can perform, and in front of the camera, it's better to experience than to fake. So this is the difference between how it comes across, what kind of tools you use. When you're on stage, where's your focus? Your focus, of course, is with your scene partner and with the whole scene, but your focus is also to the audience and to the rest of the theater, of the room where you perform, or where you play the scene. So your focus have to be there, because if it's not, then you cannot make it up a little bit. So even the last row could get what you really mean. So when you're on stage and let's say you are surprised, when you're just feel that you're surprised, well, I'm doing it now, but you know what I mean. When you just do this, the first rows would probably see it, but no one else. So you have to make it up. So when your focus is on the last rows, then it will get bigger itself. And that goes also for your voice. Because as I talk to you now, is as I talk to a person sitting next to me. And this is perfectly fine. I could try to give you a little example how it would sound when I would imagine sitting there and talking to an audience in a, let's say 100 seats theater. I'm really happy that you're here today. So I'm stopping it now, that you know what you mean. So our voice has to be trained differently. Well, these are the main differences. And then we have pace. When we work on a theater play, we have weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes even months, to prepare, to rehearse, to talk about it, to work on it. And then there's the day of the premiere, and everything is done and hopefully rehearsed. And then you have to be there on stage the whole evening, the whole play. And when you have a film role, you have some weeks to prepare, even more sometimes. But sometimes it happens that you only have 1 week or even some days. So you have to work in sections. So you work from scene to scene in order to know how your character changes, what happens. But when it comes to the shooting days, it can be that you start with the last scene, or with this, or with a scene in the middle of the whole script, and the next day you have a scene from the first scene of the script. So you have to know exactly where your character is at this exact moment, because you don't have an hour to play the whole script, and then you come to this point and then you can get to the action. So this is not working. So you have to work in sections. And when I prepare, when I compare theater to film experiences in my life, it's hard to say that this is more difficult than the other, because everyone has its things that where people say, well, I like theater more than film. But in my experience is that working on a big film part is very challenging, because you have to prepare every shooting day before you shoot, and the days before, if you have time, exactly where you are, what is going on there, so you can immediately start the scene on set. So you work on beats, you work on actions, you go with your partner, you try some new things. And well, you can say there are takes, so you can play one part of the scene more than just one time. Well, this is right, but that does not mean uh, you should use probably 10 takes in order to get it right one time. So where the great thing in film acting is that you have the option and you have the chance to show a different color of the character in the scene with every take. So when you look at this from this point of view, every take should be kind of a premiere take. And this was in the years, let's say 100 years ago, when film acting or film started, it was very expensive to make a film. So every take was not just, okay, let's try, but it was a take where you rehearsed properly for this. So this is one major difference, how you work as an actor. How you work as an actor on your character and on the background stories and all this is the same. But how you transport it is different. And it's such a big difference when you play a scene outside, let's say when you play a scene in a tunnel or in a forest or on a beach or on a noisy street, this is a different experience, because usually you play it on stage and you have to imagine the noisy street. So and there's another topic, this is the green screen acting. To me, green screen acting is a little bit compared to stage acting when it comes to your imagination, because you have to imagine everything. There's a green screen. And when you are on a theater stage, well, you have some furniture or tables or landscapes even, but they're not real. And so this is a little bit like a green screen. So let's see. I still have time. So another thing is, I mentioned it before, where is your attention? Your attention in film acting is your partner and what is around you in the scene. When it comes to a close-up, so where's your attention? Your attention is completely on the object you are talking to, or you're watching, or you're listening. And you only have to be there and to really listen. Because when you have a close-up, everything you do more is probably telling something different. And there it comes also to the question of the importance of the director. Because when you have a scene, let's say you're a very dramatic scene and you watch something where you can find words because it's so unbelievable, let's say dramatic, then to really show how terrific it is, it's maybe in a silent movie good, but definitely not in a movie filmed now. So when the filmmakers, the director, see that if you do nothing, that does not mean that you are dead. Doing nothing means you feel it, but you really keep it for yourself. So you have the emotion, you have the energy, but you try to hide the energy. This is very important for this special format close-up, because this is not existing in theater. In theater, we only have a wide shot. A wide shot in film acting means you see the whole scenery, a total shot. This is also another expression when we see the whole scenery, like being in the audience in a theater. And when you have more than one camera, let's say in a TV show, you work at least with 3 cameras, 4 cameras, then you have to find to act so in every format it is the right in intensity. What do I mean with that? When we have a frame like up to the hips or a little bit below. This is the American frame, mid of your thighs, and a little bit up and a little bit up till your waist. So this is not a close up, it's a little bit bigger. So then you can use your hands, you can do everything, but it's not a wide shot. So you don't step out of the whole frame because then you're out of frame. But when it comes to a close up, then you have to minimize the outer movement, but as I said before, not minimize your inner movement, meaning your emotion. So, well, I guess, yes, I guess this is it. What I wanted to tell you. So, well, this is something I get asked sometimes. How do you prepare for a film acting or a theater acting scene? So, my question is, where are you performing? When you are in a very little stage, then be in this little stage and don't pretend to be in a big theater and to make it up much too loud. To be be as the room you are needs you to be. And well, when you're on a film set, then you know what my answer is: be with your partner. So now I say hello to Jacqueline again. I finished my episode about the differences between theater acting and film acting. And yes, um, if you're not sure where you tend to go, just try both. Sometimes you have to try it, you really have to try both. And if you like it, as I did, I changed a lot between film and theater and just to experience it. And I made a lot of improv theater as well. So try to find out what is this kind of acting and the field where you feel home at the moment. And this can change as well. But yeah, if you, oh, yeah, hello.
Hi, congratulations. That
Hi.
was really interesting. I picked up a number of new learnings for me that I wasn't aware of. So I'm sure some other people did as well. One thing I just wanted to mention was what I thought I heard you say was when we're in the theater, the people in the first 3 or 4 rows are going to be able to really see the expression, the feeling that the actor is conveying. So does that mean when we book tickets, we should only try to sit in the front?
This is really funny that you bring this up because when I go to a theater performance, I always love to sit in the first 5 rows. I don't know why, but I need to be more in touch.
So then that would be a yes. So keep that in mind. We need to
This
book
is for
early.
me. This is just for me. I know a lot of people who saying, "Well, I like to be way back behind because then I can have a complete overview." Well, I like to be in the scene, so therefore I need to be closer.
What's it like to perform live and do a show night after night, even if it's for a week or whatever amount of time it is? Is it exhilarating and exhausting?
Yeah, this is a good question and very interesting because I was playing for many years, for 11 years, on with a tour, with a show where we played 4 times, sometimes even 5 times a week, uh, the same place. And this is very challenging because you have to find the new in the scene or in the moment every time. But it's also this is very, very much fun because you can be in the moment, because you know the script by heart, you know everything, so you can be very free. So therefore I love it.
Wonderful. And when you work with your clients in your role as a coach, what can they expect? What does that experience look like? Is it only in person? Is it over Zoom? Is it a combination of both?
Yes, it is a combination of both. If you're here in Austria or in Vienna, you can talk to me and you can work with me live. But if not, then we can do a lot of things online. It's a different thing, but I can see a lot of things. I cannot touch you. I cannot feel you, but I can get a lot of things from my clients via the screen and online, and it is working. It is working. So, and the good thing is you can do it all the time. So there is almost no time limit.
And I have to say, I enjoyed my acting lesson with you, and I'm looking forward to more. And we were able to do it on Zoom just like we were in person. So it was
Yes, yes,
seamless.
right, right. Yeah. This changed also. This changed because we got a different attitude towards it, and because when you feel a little wall between yourself and the person you are talking to, this is also in our mind. We can lose it a little bit, and this is better. So we can connect. Because we are used to it much more last years.
Yes, I think that's something that we've all
Yeah,
learned. We have to be
yeah,
flexible and willing to look at how can we embrace
yes,
technology, because technology has enabled
right,
us to have this platform, for example, people from all over
right,
the world. It's amazing.
yeah.
So, Christine, I have your banner here ready to share. If people want to get in touch right away, they're so anxious. How do people reach out to you, and who would you like to contact you?
You can reach out to me via mail. This is office at nap-filmworks.com. Filmworks with an X. Or write me an email to Christine at Christin Amy Artner, or go to our website nap-filmworks.com.
Thank you so much. You've made it so easy for people to reach out. And I highly suggest people walk into the unknown, go someplace that you might not have gone before, take an acting lesson, take an acting course. It really will help you in your career and also in your personal life. Do you want to just address that
Right.
before we leave?
Yeah, because many people I work with are, let's say, not full-time working actors, or are on their first steps to acting, first steps to career. And what is very important is to connect and to support and to cooperate. And you can do it online, and you can do it in person. You can connect with your peeps where you are, and I'm sorry, and do it. Step out and do it and connect. And I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and on LinkedIn, and here on USA Global TV, there are so wonderful, great shows where you meet great people and interesting people, and you can connect so easily. So the world gets smaller.
It gets smaller, but we have more and more opportunities. So
Yeah, right.
thank you so much for another brilliant lesson. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And we will see you. We will
Yes,
see each other soon.
we will see each other soon. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Bye
Bye
bye.
for now. Bye. Well, there you have it, folks. An opportunity for you to grow personally, grow professionally. Please do reach out to Christine. She is a wonderful coach, an excellent coach, fabulous filmmaker and actress. All right, our next show coming up is the United Kingdom news and culture. So please do stay wherever you are. I'll go over to the other studio and look forward to welcoming our expert correspondents who will bring us news and culture and information for what's going on in the UK. All right. Thank you again so much for being here, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.